So I'm going to get back to what I was saying about that some of y'all have a bleeding heart and seriously have codependency because you enable some of the most and justify and rationalize some of the most outrageous sort of nonsense. So I personally, so like I said, I have a background in criminal justice. So there's theories of criminal behavior. Those theories of criminal behavior are categorized into biological, psychological, and sociological frameworks, explaining crime through factors like genetics, personality, cognitive processes, social structures, learning, and individual choice. Those key theories include rational choice theory, biological choice theory, social structure theory, social learning theory, labeling theory, and critical conflict theory. So you can go look those up if you want to. While I do believe that biological, psychological, and sociological frameworks may play a part in criminal behavior, I strongly believe in rational choice theory. One reason I also believe in rational choice theory is because it's also biblical and falls in line with free will. What is free will? Free will consists of choice and actions. Human beings have free will and are fully responsible for their own actions. Very rarely do people have a gun to their head when they choose to commit a crime. Also, having worked in the system, I have seen people who have criminal behavior, who have committed crimes. They're on drug offender probation. They're in mental health court, other types of courts, and so forth. While they're on paper, or they're on probation, while they're on probation or on paper, they don't use drugs. They don't commit crimes, some of them, while they're on paper. They will go through and check off the boxes and go to court and so forth. As soon as their cases are closed, as soon as they're not on paper, like down here in Florida, we have something called Marchman and Baker's Act. Marchman is involuntary commitment and treatment for those who struggle with alcohol and substance abuse issues that will not voluntarily get treatment and are totally harming themselves, wreaking havoc to their families, communities, and so forth. Then we also have Baker's Act, and that's for people who have mental health issues. Here's the thing. Sometimes when people who have mental health issues or substance use issues, there's also a choice. So down here in Florida, we involuntarily commit those people because they will not voluntarily get assistance. There is a lot of resources. I hear everybody talking, I'm going to address that too. Everybody talking about, we need more funding for these treatment places. Hear that up there in North Carolina right now with them. Right now, Arena's law is sitting on the governor's desk. And the main argument up there at the General Assembly, most of them being Democrats and so forth, was, oh, we need more funding for mental health, for resources and for this and for that. I have been working with people with mental health and substance use issues for years. And I've worked with victims and also offenders. I give people resources all the freaking time that they can go get help and so forth. You know what? They have to I've had clients on my caseload, they have to want the help. And some of them will not get it unless they are court ordered to do it and risk going to jail. The other thing with that is that getting them to engage in the treatment. Even if they are ordered and so forth, some of them don't want to engage. They don't want to engage at all. They do not want to engage. And we reach out to them. We contact them. We try to get them to come in. We, try to talk to them about how this will help their case. They can get better. They can get other resources and so forth. And some of them don't want it. Some of them really don't. They don't want it. They prefer some of them want to stay homeless, some of them want to stay doing X, Y, and Z, and stay using. Like I said, some of them, as soon as they're off paper, they go back to doing the same thing they were doing before. You have to want help. So, like I said, while I believe that biological, psychological, and sociological frameworks play a part, I totally believe more in rational choice and free will. Not many times people have a gun to their head forcing them to do something. That you have a choice. It may not be the best choice, but you always still have a choice. Also believe that free will because rational choice consists of free will. Free will is a gift from God that allows humans to choose between good and evil and to be held accountable for their actions. Rational choice in criminology points that criminal acts are the result of calculated decisions where offenders weigh the potential benefits against the perceived cost. Like I was just saying, some people, they see the benefit in taking advantage of the resources, getting help, and so forth. They weigh, well, if I don't go do this and stuff, I may go to jail. I don't want to go to jail. Perceived cost, like punishment or social stigma. This framework suggests that by increasing the perceived cost of crime and decreasing its opportunities, its occurrence can be prevented. The theory has influenced crime prevention strategies by focusing on manipulating the environment to reduce opportunities for crime and implementing policies that deter criminal behavior. If you live in a place that has is pro-criminal, that believe second chances, everybody deserves second chances. I'm all for second chances. However, second chances are earned. They're not given. You have to earn them. And I will say it, and I will continue to say it. Second chances are earned. They are not given. Many victims of crime and their families do not get second chances at all. The key principles of rational choice consist of individuals are rational actors who make conscious choices to maximize their benefits and minimize their cost. Cost, benefit, way to go with that. This goes, even people who are committing crime, like getting high, doing a crime and stuff. If they can be high as hell, drunk as hell, and so forth. They see or get ready to rob something. They hear blue siren, they see blue lights, they hear sirens and so forth. They're going to get paranoid and fear getting pulled over. And they can be high as hell on whatever or drunk. But as soon as they see blue lights, or they sober up real quick. So shows that they know what they're doing, right? Criminals, like anyone else, assess the potential gains of a crime against the risk of being caught, punished, or facing other negative consequences. But you have some cities, like Charlotte, North Carolina, who they're not getting punished. They're not facing negative consequences. I mean, even the jail, like Gary McFadden, like he calls his, instead of inmates, like most places do, like here in Florida, none of our jails or sheriff's office will call inmates or criminals residents. They're inmates. He calls those in jail residents, not inmates. Like, make that make sense to me. That just makes absolutely no sense to me. The environment plays a crucial role, as offenders will choose targets and situations that present favorable opportunities with low risk and high rewards. That's why you see a lot of times people come from different counties and different areas in North Carolina. They go to Charlotte, commit their crimes, because more than likely they're probably going to get, charges are going to get dismissed, because like Spencer Merriweather has said repeatedly and everything, is that he's not prosecuting certain crimes at all.